Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day here at Free Daily Coaching. FreeDailyCoaching.com is your resource for daily coaching tips in your business, whether you're a home-based business, whether you're a brick and mortar business coming online, whether you're a representative for another company or you have your own products and services. What we do here at Free Daily Coaching is bring you a variety of different topics each and every Monday through Friday to allow you to get tips into marketing your business better, getting more exposure for your business, making more sales, and in general, taking your business to the next level, right? Really achieving more success or achieving the initial success to get your business off the ground. So I want to welcome each and every one of you, whether you're here live or whether you're joining us for the replay, and whether you're here at freedailycoaching.com and you've joined us for the webinar, or whether you're watching on the stream via YouTube, I want to welcome you to the call. So on Tuesdays, we do something really fun. It's called a Tech Tip Tuesday. And we want to bring a tech tip to you each and every week, something from the simple range all the way up to some really advanced things. But what we'd like to do is be able to bring them to you in an easy, simple way so that you can apply them and you can see how they can start to work in your business. So I want to say welcome to each one of you. I see there's some new people popping on. So I want to say good morning to Chris Schaus, I see that's here, and Debbie Deerdorf is here. Good morning. Larry, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Carl, great to see you. Mr. Jeffrey. I see Clive representing the East Coast. Mario is here. Larissa, good morning to you. So good morning to people as you guys are hopping on. I don't have the attendees open, so I can't see everyone right now. But as you guys are hopping on, good morning and welcome. So I'm going to do a screen share this morning, and I'm going to do something that some of you that are here may already know about. Okay, and the reason that I'm doing this call this morning like this is for some of those people that are here, this is a relaunching, if you will, for the free daily coaching calls. And so I wanted to kind of start anew and cover some things that we've talked about before, and as we move forward, to give everyone a foundation so that everyone really has a great starting place to work from. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm glad that everyone is here. So this morning, I want to talk about stop the pop-ups and the malware. So one of the most common things that I run into in working with clients is the issues that they have with their computers, whether it's their home computer, their desktop. That seems to be one of the biggest struggles, is all of the junk, if you will, that's going on with their computers and the actual functioning of the machine. And so a lot of those issues can be really simply avoided. So this morning, I wanted to talk about a simple solution to stop all the pop-up stuff that you see everywhere and the malware, right? And the malware, what I mean by malware is people's computers are getting infected, right? People's computers are running slower. All of a sudden, you have all these pop-ups and toolbars on your computer, on your browser, that you didn't know where they came from. All of these things are tracking and retargeting and adding things onto your computer that are A, making it slower, and B, in some cases, they're actually harming your computer. So this morning's Tech Tip Tuesday is all going to be about how to stop the pop-ups, how to stop that malware, and how you can do it with a real simple solution. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So does that sound good to everyone over in the chat? Good morning to everyone as you guys are popping up. I know there's just a little bit of a delay, so I'll give that just a second, and then I will go ahead and get that going. So let me. All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Yes. Awesome. 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 Okay. So what I want to do, you know what? I'm gonna bring someone over. I'm gonna bring over Chris. Chris, I'm gonna bring you over. You don't have to be on camera, just so I can have your voice, so you can tell me. I'm gonna bring someone over, and I always like to have someone. Oops. Let me see if I can't bring her over again. I always like to bring someone over because it's a lot easier to make sure that your screen is being shared. So I don't know why, Chris, it won't let me bring you over. Let me try to oh, there it goes. Let's see if you bring her. I'll try to bring you over as well, Clive, and we'll see if I can't bring a couple of you over, and then that way I can show you. Okay, cool. Chris is here. Awesome. Chris, I just wanted to do screen share. I brought you over just to make sure that we can all see my screen here.
Okay.
And then I brought Clive. Let me see if he pops over just in case. Let's see if he gets over. I'm not sure. He was saying that he needed this too, so maybe he will pop over. Good morning. As Amanda pops on in the chat, I saw her. I was just looking in the chat. All right. So we'll see if Clive gets over here or not. He may or may not. And I just brought him over, and now hopefully I just wanted to make sure that he does get over, Chris, because he wanted to see this, and I would hate to go over it and then he doesn't get to see it. So let's just give him just 2 seconds. So what we're going to do, everyone, so that everyone, all right, he's here. All right, Clive, are you with us?
Hi, Clive.
All right.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Hey, Bert.
Hey, buddy. All right, so I just wanted to make sure that you were over here, Clive, before we started, because I saw your note over there. So the first thing that I want to recommend to everyone to start off right away, and some people, you know, this is it. The free daily coaching is my call, and I do this call specifically to share the things that I've learned, right? So a lot of times you're going to find my bias in this stuff, okay? So always take that into consideration. So as we move forward, I want you guys to know that, because by all means, what I'm going to share with you isn't the end all be all. Hey, stop. My dogs are doing a little fight down there. It's not the end all be all. This is just what I found in my experience, right? So I'm sharing with you guys my experience. So the first thing that I believe that everyone should do is start using Google Chrome as your browser. That's the very first thing. If you're using, and I'm a Mac guy, so I use Apple products, and I used to use Safari, and I just switched to Google Chrome because it has everything you need, and it's just better. That's it. That's just the bottom line. It's just a great browser. Okay. So you got to get away from Firefox. You got to get away from that Internet Explorer. By all means, if you're using that, just get away from it. That's like one of the most unsecure browsers there is, right? And I run into people using that all the time. And so that's the first thing, is go and get Google Chrome. And then what I'm going to show you is just how to install some really easy features onto Google Chrome that's going to block off all of this nonsense, so you don't have to allow your computer to get infected. And then if there's any time that you go to a site, and I'll show you how to do this morning, if there's any time you need to go to a site and you need to allow something, you totally can. Right? So you can say, hey, turn this off for a minute, turn all these blocking features off on this site, because I want this site to allow pop-ups. Right? So let me give you an example. Let's say you're in the back office of a system that you use, and to go from one location to the other, it just pops up the next thing, right? It just opens it in a new tab for you. Well, if you have this pop-up blocking feature on, it will not allow that, right? It won't allow that because it doesn't allow things to pop up. What you can do is go in and simply turn that off. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Let me do a screen share here. Let me go screen share, entire screen share. Okay, so let me do a new window here. Okay, so here you can, oh, you know what? Let me do an incog. I wonder if I'll just have to uninstall it. Let me see. I may just have to uninstall it to reinstall it for you guys. So can you see my screen just that I'm on Google here?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, you can see that I'm using the Google Chrome browser. So if you don't know how to do that, just type in Google Chrome. Just go to Google, the page, and type in Chrome, and just go to their page and download the the actual browser. Okay, you can, when you do that, it'll ask you if you want to import your bookmarks and your settings. So if you want to do that so you don't lose everything, you can do that. And once you have that Google Chrome and you're using that as your internet browser, you're going to see something that looks similar to this screen when you go to Google, when you log in. Now you're going to see that I'm actually logged into my email account, my Gmail, and you can tell because it has my name up here. It gives me the choice to go right to my Gmail, and you can see that it has my personal avatar right here, right? That's associated with that account. So the other thing that I want you to notice is that in the top of the browser window, up in this top right corner, and I'm going to make this bigger a little bit if I can. I can't really, it's just making my browser bigger. So in the top right corner of the actual browser window, just to the right of where you would type in the URL, the box that you type in your website address, there's the magnifying glass and there's a little star to bookmark the page. Just to the right of that, there's 3 horizontal lines, like a little filing cabinet almost, right? It looks like like 3 little drawers. If you select that, a drop-down window will come up, and it gives you a couple different options. It gives you the option to set up new tabs, new windows, new incognito windows. It also gives you the ability to go to your history, right? Whoops. And your downloads. It can take you to your different bookmarks that you have. You can zoom in and out of the pages. You can also go to the settings. Okay, and so I want to go ahead and click on the settings page. Now when you come over here to the settings, these are the settings for your browser itself. Okay? And if you look on the left over here underneath where it says Chrome, on the left-hand side of the page, you'll see history, extensions, and settings. And so we're in the settings. So I want to go up one, and I just want to simply click on extensions. And the reason I'm showing you this is I want to show you this extension right at the top. It's called Ad Block Plus. Okay, and you can see that I have it. It's a stop sign. ABP is the little logo for it, and you can see that it's checkmarked and it's enabled. Okay, so that I have that enabled. Now down at the bottom of this, you can see I have a couple different extensions. You'll see where it says Get More Extensions. And if you click on that, it will take you to the Chrome Web Store. Okay? Or you could just go and do a search for the Chrome Web Store, or you can go to chrome.google.com/webstore. Again, that's chrome.google.com/webstore, and you can come to this web store and you can just type in Ad Block Plus. And just type it in, and when you do that, you're going to see it right here. And then you can just click this blue button, Add to Chrome. Okay? This is the app. You can also come down here and just add it as the extension, right? So if you're not using an application, you know, on an iOS or a mobile device, the extension for Chrome is right here, Ad Block Plus, right? And then you just add it to Chrome. Bam. So you can just add it right to Chrome. Now, I'm going to stop screen share for just a second. The cool part about this is it blocks all the ads, right? Now, this is cool because you can do it for any site. So, let me show you something really, really cool. I'm going to go over here. Let me get to it first. Okay. So, I'm going to show you guys something. Alright, so here's my screen. I'm just going to Facebook really quick. Can you see my Facebook, Clive?
Yes.
Okay, so over on the top, over on the right-hand side, you can see that there's ads here, right? Ad, right? Because that's part of Facebook's sidebar. So if I go over here into my extensions, and what I do is I click on this 3 little lines, and I'm going down to the More Tools option. And under the More Tools option, it opens up some more options, and I'm going to click on the extensions. And if I Oh, you know what? Let me see. Let me go back and see if it's just. I just wanted to turn it off and then turn it back on so you can see. So I'm going to turn it off. Okay, so it's not enabled. And I'm on Facebook. You're going to see all the ads. I can actually turn off so none of these ads show up, right? None of these little side ads will show up because I could have nothing that pops up and no advertisements. I'm going to go to another website and show you as well. This is a sports site that I go to sometimes to watch online sports. So let's say that I wanted to go and watch a football game. You can see that already this pop-up ad came, right? Look, this whole other page came up, and I have to close it to be able to go to the actual page. So there's a lot of pop-up ads. So I could come over here to my extensions, and I'm going to go over to AdBlocker Plus, and I'm going to enable it. And now that I've enabled it, I'm going to close. I'm going to go to that page again. I'm going to open another tab here, and I'm going to reopen that page to show you guys. And when I go to the page this time and I click on the football, you can see it didn't do that page. That page didn't pop up on me because I have AdBlocker Plus. Now, I've already installed it, so it's not showing for you guys the installation process, but it's simply just clicking that blue button and adding to Chrome. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you is that up in the top right corner of your, let me show you, up in the top right corner of your actual browser, so let's go up here. So let's say in Facebook, let's go up here. Up in the top of where you put your URL, where this little magnifying glass and the star is, if something pops up and the blocker blocks it, right here in this little window in this corner, you'll see a little notice that comes up right here, and you'll see a little circle with a line through it, like do not enter, or like a warning, and it will say ad block pop-up blocked. And if you click on that, it will give you the option to then allow that pop-up or allow all pop-ups for that specific site. I would go to a site to show you, but I've already allowed the pop-up, so it's not going to give me the error message anymore, right? So that simple tech tip and adding this to your browser, you know, switching over to using that Google Chrome browser and just adding this AdBlock Plus will literally stop all this malware download stuff, all these pages that pop up when you go and you think that it's something that it really isn't, especially these malwares that look like it's a Windows thing, or it looks like it's part of whatever, wherever you're at, but it's really not. It's really just a pop-up. You know, I'm not against pop-ups, but when they're malicious, I'm against them. So this one little extension added onto your browser can really save a lot of time and frustration on your end, wrecking your computer, having all these ads pop up all the time. So AdBlock Plus using Google Chrome, those two tools are some of the two most effective things that I've used on a regular basis on all of my computers to make sure that I don't get spyware, malware, and I'm not getting infected. So hopefully today's Tech Tip Tuesday was able to help some of you learn a little bit about how to stop some of these pop-ups, how to stop some of the malware, and it gave you a solution to what it is that you're currently doing. So I'm going to open it up just for a second. I'll open up the Q&A. I'll put open over the Q&A just for like 2 or 3 minutes. For anyone that is here live that would like to ask a question. I know those over on YouTube aren't able to necessarily type in a question over here on the webinar, but for those that are watching live on the webinar platform, if you do have a question on this, go ahead and you can type it into the Q&A, and I will try and answer it if I can. So, nothing coming through. I know there's a little delay. We'll see. So what else is going on? So a few announcements for the free daily coaching. We have just after the call today at the top of the hour at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'll be hosting the My Lead System Pro morning wake-up call. And then I wanted to make the announcement so that everyone Yeah, Chrome also allows syncing bookmarks across does Chrome, oh, this is a question. Does Chrome allow syncing bookmarks across multiple computers? Yes, it does. And it also allows for opening up, Chrome also allows for opening it up across multiple devices. So like if I've been looking something, let's say that I was just looking at, let's go over here, or I'll show you guys, this is cool. So let's say that I was looking at, well, we know what I was just looking at. I went over to Facebook and then I opened up a Google Chrome window. So I could go over to my telephone, and let me see if I can get the screen color right there. And I could go over to the Google Chrome app here, the Google, right, the app, the Chrome browser on my phone, and I can open up this browser. So you can see that it's opened up to Craigslist right now, right? So hold on, let me close that browser. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the three little dots, and I'm going to go to, hold on, I'm going to open a new window. I'm going to go to the three little dots, and I'm going to go to recent tabs. And I can go to recent tabs, and it shows recently closed. I know you can't see this on your guys' screen. It shows recently closed up here, and then down here it just says other devices. So I can select other devices, right? And it then shows me access the tabs you have open on your computer right here. Just open Chrome on your computer, go to the menu. So I can access the tabs in between, right? So yes, you can save and you can access tabs in between. So I can literally go to I could be browsing something on my phone and then go onto my computer and go right to the tab and vice versa. So I like that feature, and I like the ability to, I really like the ability to block everything. Right, to go into a website and block everything, because a lot of times you don't know what you're going to, right? You don't know what's happening, especially when I'm opening my email. I have that thing enabled so that there's nothing popping up. There's no weird stuff in emails popping in and flashing into my computer, right? That just blocks everything. So that's what I use. I hope that helped you guys. Thank you for the great question. I want to remind everyone again that I am going to be on a call at the top of the hour. If you want to join us, we're going to do a little bit different topic, so it's not going to be the same call. Remember that tomorrow we are doing the My Lead System. I'm going to be doing the My Lead System Pro system webinar. We're going to be talking about some blogging. Now, last week my buddy Rob Ford did some really great stuff on SEO and how you could add exactly what he was doing in his SEO into his blog to turbo and to like boost your blog. Well, I'm going to do the same thing, except for I'm going to kind of take it back a couple notches, and I'm going to show you not as technical of stuff that Rob did, but some easy, simple solutions on how to make your blog look amazing, how to really step it up a notch and be able to create the blog that you want to be able to create with some really easy steps. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow night. In just a moment, I'll shoot you off a link really quick so that you guys if you want to go get registered for that, you can. Today I'm doing a call, and then on Wednesday, tomorrow, before that My Lead System Pro call, we will be doing our Friends of Free Daily Coaching, which is our private access weekly webinar that we do on marketing. Really excited to show you guys some of the results that we're getting, and really excited. We did a bonus call last week, our bonus session last week, and I'm just going to, this is just kind of a little fun teaser for those that were on the bonus call, and for those that weren't, maybe this will, prompt you to go and grab your access to the Friends of Free Daily Coaching. We did the bonus portion of the call last week, and I was literally talking to people, the group of people that were on the call, about an individual and something that I needed to do to go and and speak to that individual, right? You remember that part, Clive?
Yes.
And so the fun part about that is literally, imagine this. Imagine a phone order for an online system. That's what happened, right? Is that crazy? Like literally, I'm talking to someone on the telephone about an online system that I use. This individual's driving, and they said, I love it, sounds amazing, sign me up, here's all my info. Just, can you do it from your end? Can you sign me up right now?
Very cool.
Sight unseen. I was like, this is This is, and check this out. This is all from, this is the teaser. This is why it's crazy. This is all from something that I had put out years ago, right? From content I put out years ago, and all I simply did was leave my contact info, right? And the person contacted me. Boom, done. So pretty exciting. So we're going to go over that, how it all transpired, what the end of the deal was. We're going to look at some numbers that we've been talking about in some of our marketing, and we're going to look into some of your marketing, right? We've got some people that are working on some projects, and we want to dive into what they're doing. So it really looks it really looks like it's going to be a fun week. Great last question, really quick to cover. If you block the pop-ups on a PC, does it also block it on the phone? No, you have to go and add that. So you have to go and add that pop-up app if you have a phone, like a smartphone that you're using the Google Chrome. Go and download that AdBlock Plus app to make sure. So, and it's gonna, and I'm not sure how that's gonna transpire if you're not using iPhone, because I use an iPhone. So just go, I know on the iPhone you can just download the app, and then you have the app on your phone as well. So, and you just add it to Chrome as well. So you just want to have the application. So that's it. If you
Can I just ask one other quick question?
Yeah.
On AdBlock Plus, when you've got you've added the extension and it gives you the option that says details and then options. Which ones have you got enabled? Because I've been using AdBlocker Plus, but I've still been having some issues. But I'm looking there; I've only got, when I click on options, I've only got the easy list enabled. Do you have that other AdBlock warning removal list enabled as well, or?
Yeah, I think I have it like set to like the maximum. Because my thought is this: if I have maximum, and at least if it's warning me and telling me, hey, we did a block, right? Because what happens is when you go to a site, let me see if. Now that it's on, hold on. And I might have to go onto my laptop to show you. Let me. When my thoughts are, if you're going to go to set the security to the maximum, and then you can always like downgrade, right? You can always allow access, right, to something. I would rather have allow access to something than something get access that shouldn't have access.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right? So just like overkill it, and then if you need to back off, or just, because there's some sites that I go to all the time that have pop-ups, like MLSP, for example, right? The marketing system that I use is called My Lead System Pro. For those of you that may be watching the recording that don't know that, I use a marketing system called My Lead System Pro. And sometimes when I'm going from one thing to the next, it opens the application for like the CRM or funnelizer. It makes that pop up, but that first time it tells me that there's a little thing, I just say always allow for this site, and so then I don't ever have to worry about it again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the deal is this: every time that Google makes an update, like Chrome makes an update, all of these companies have to make updates and plugins, right, to be able to like catch up to the browser itself. So there's always going to be some times where there's like a little lapse in between, but this is the solution that I found that, at least for me anyways, it works the best.
Cool.
And then depending on how you have your browser set up, and on my desktop I don't have it set up this way. Let me see if I have it on here. On my desktop, how I have it set up is all the icons for the different applications that I'm running, like for things like Facebook tracking pixels and all of those things. They're all okay, so let me show you, because I have them on this one. I don't have them on my desktop. So up in the right corner above my name, you can see all the icons I have. So you can see the AdBlocker Plus. The one next to that is a Bitly that I used to use, and then a Pinterest, right? So I could just pin something right to it. So the cool part is that AdBlocker Plus, this AdBlock Plus, let me see if you can see I'm highlighting it. It says AdBlock Plus. If I go to a website, and let me go to one on here really quick and I'll show you. if I go to a website, it will show me. Okay, so let me show you. This is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go to that sports site that I like to go to, and I'm going to show you. Do you see the AdBlock Plus now? There's like a little, you can probably barely see it, but here, let me make the mouse go by. Okay. So right there, by the little arrow, you can see the stop sign AB Plus. You can see there's like a little gray box with the number 5 in it, right? Because 5 messages have popped up onto that page. Right? 5 blocked. It blocked 5 different pop-ups. And if I click the icon there, a little pop-up window comes down like this, and it says, do I want to enable on this site? Do I want to block the element? And then it tells me 5 ads on this page were totally blocked. I've been to this page so many times, 156,945 ads have been blocked in total. I stream a lot of sporting events, or I used to, from that site. So that's the tip. That's did that answer the question for you, Clive?
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. No, I don't know if we're gonna see goats tonight. I don't know. I need to get like a little Wi-Fi booster to boost it all the way. I get Wi-Fi to my garage, but on that end of the house, but the goats are then past that, so I don't know how good my Wi-Fi would be. But we will definitely get something going with the goats. So that's it. Thank you guys for joining us here on a Tech Tip Tuesday at freedailycoaching.com. See you guys the next time.
Thanks, Bert.
Thanks, Bert.
All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.